Hello, this is Furry7, and I'm going to play Halo Wars. As always, this is a live commentary, and I will be playing against random opponents chosen by the matchmaking system. So I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen next. I might even lose. So, without further ado, let's play Halo Wars. I will remind you that this is not the first Halo Wars video I've ever done. If you scroll down below this video, you can click that link to see my Halo Wars playlist. Every Halo Wars video I've ever done in my entire life is in that playlist, and there's a ton of videos there. While you're down there, I'd appreciate if you click the like button before you forget. Also, click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. I have been making the clever use of the card system on YouTube, so you can actually click that icon in the upper right hand corner of the screen so you can see some of my other Halo Wars videos. You might have to move your mouse cursor around the video in order for the icon to appear, but you can click it. So, as you can tell by my voice is pretty much fully healed now. It's awesome. I didn't need to eat a single cough drop today. My voice is doing amazing. I've been working on I've been working on a Dark Souls 2 Let's Play because Dark Souls 2 has been out for more than a year now, and I haven't done a Let's Play yet. So I've decided to start on a Let's Play for Dark Souls 2. But it didn't get very many views, which I knew it won't get. My Dark Souls videos rarely get very many views. There have been a few exceptions, but for the most part, my Dark Souls videos don't get very many views. But I love Dark Souls, and I love doing it. So I have to switch between Dark Souls and Halo Wars. My Halo Wars videos have been pretty popular, even though the game is about 8 years old, which is fun, but I want to make sure to. I have to switch between Dark Souls and Halo Wars. So I do Dark Souls for fun, and I do Halo Wars for views. Dark Souls for fun and Halo Wars for views. I mean, I'm not. Halo Wars isn't fun. It is fun, but Halo Wars is not the only thing I ever do. I know some of you guys want me to do only Halo Wars and nothing else, but I got other games. And I really love Dark Souls. So, even though it doesn't get any views, I still do it anyway because I love Dark Souls. What is this? Prophet of Regret. Eagle rank. Now, the real question is he going to rush? What the heck? Where's he going? Did I forget to eat something up there?
Yes. Warehouse up.
Where's a chieftain walking all the way over there?
Where to? What now?
I think I did lose a little bit of time. My chieftain got distracted with something. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to go over that video again. Maybe I accidentally pressed the button. Hopefully I didn't waste too much time.
Base under attack. Warehouse upgrade. What?
He might rush. I'll have to keep an eye out.
About time. Lead us.
Doesn't look like he's rushing yet. But again, he's the Prophet of Regret, and Prophet has very slow movement speed. But even with the slow movement speed, if he was rushing, I would have seen him already.
Got it.
If he was rushing, I would have seen him already. Never mind, he's not rushing. He's right there. He's not rushing.
Local units rolling out.
Maybe I should take a cough drop just in case.
Call complete.
Oh, look at that. He's making a summit for some reason. Do a defense comp.
What do you want? Yes. Yeah.
He's making a summit, which means he's probably going to make banshees.
Citadel upgrade complete.
What I'll do is I'll make, I'll probably make some turrets.
What now?
Oh, there's a
Research.
supply crate.
As you
That's
all
nifty.
units.
Okay, that's done. Make some jackals so I can fend off against
Where to?
the
All units.
prophet if he comes this way.
You got it. Warehouse complete.
I'm going to do another. I'm going to do another
Turret
turret over
complete.
here.
What do you want? About time.
If he is planning on attacking me with banshees, he'll have to deal with my turrets.
What do you want?
Ah, I thought the prophet was over here.
Point
Well,
me
he
out.
was.
All units.
I don't know where he is now.
Why not? Ready.
Nobody's over there.
On my way. What do you want? Enemy engagement. Yeah. Warehouse upgraded. Ready. What now? Got it. I'll ram them.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
On it.
I'm gonna go scout him over here now.
Warehouse upgraded. Turret improved. Attacking.
That'll be enough. I don't know what the prophet is doing.
Yes. Local units.
I don't know what his prophet is.
Enemy engagement.
Oh, he must be over there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll have
Local
to.
units. What do you want?
I'll have to go over there and see what's happening.
Where to? Point me at him.
Okay, looks like I may have to.
Yes.
I'm gonna upgrade the beam rifle.
Local
But I'm gonna move these jackals out of the way first. I don't want them to die before they finish upgrading.
enemy engagement. Age of doubt. Research.
Okay, good.
Of course. Point me at him.
Oh dang! I don't want my chieftain to take too much damage, but I need to distract him. I need to distract his prophet.
What do you want?
Almost done. Almost done with beam rifle. I need to upgrade my chieftain.
Where to?
Or do I?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't need to upgrade my chieftain. Just yet.
Beam rifle research. Base under attack. Point me at him. Local units. Local units. What? Point outpost ready. Summit complete. Where to? What now? What? Stand and fight. Local units. Local units. Vampire here. Ready. We're going. Engage. Stasis.
They killed my base. That's fine. I can just build another base.
Where to? Vampire, prepare. Local units. We're moving.
Okay, good.
What? Yeah? What do you want? Moving. Ready.
Okay, this time I won't lose my base.
What now? Ready. Yeah?
I need to scout around and make sure he's not trying to build some other base somewhere.
Enemy engagement. Tell us where. Outpost ready. What? Of course. Vampire online. Shield generator complete.
Yes! Shield generator.
Yeah. Yes. Going. Now. Where are we?
Okay, we don't need to be so big on there. Let's scout with this thing.
You are victorious.
Oh, okay, he resigned. Yay! Okay, so let's see what he was doing. There's his profit. I thought he was making engineers. I thought he was gonna make engineers. Doesn't his health get down? I wish I could see what the prophet's health bar was. I thought he was gonna make engineers. Okay, let's see. Was he building another base? He wasn't. I didn't think so, but I was gonna scout anyway. Okay. Yeah. There you go. So, a couple things about that. Okay, I honestly don't know why he was making banshees. Honestly, I don't know. I can't think of any good reason why you would make banshees that early on in the game, especially if you don't plan on rushing. I honestly don't understand banshees. Why make banshees? How are banshees gonna help you? How? How, I ask you, how? I mean, he did. I think he did eventually try attacking my base, but by that time it was too late. It wasn't a rush at that point. I had way too much time to prepare and build turrets by the time he was doing it. And banshees are just so expensive. 200 apiece, and banshees really don't have very much HP. They die in just a few hits. No. I don't know why he was taking over this base. I mostly had the base and was trying to defend it, and he was attacking, but he should have been having this base. Why wasn't he using his banshee to destroy the base here? See, because he was using his prophet to kill the flood here. But why wasn't he using his banshees to kill the flood? What's the point of having this thing if you're summit if you're not really good, if you're not really going to use it? I don't understand. I don't understand what he was doing. I just don't understand. LiquidSnute SC2. Okay. Okay, we'll try. We'll see how far we can get here. So I'm going to see how far I can get. I don't know what will happen. I think I want to go at least 30 to 45 minutes. I think that's a good time. 30 to 45 minutes. It's a good time frame for how long I want the video to be. Not too long and not too short. That's good. I do have some cough drops in front of me in case I need them. I might take one just in case. If my throat starts getting a little bit too much to handle. And I also got some water out here. I've been drinking water like crazy over these past couple of weeks. Since I got sick. I just drank water. That's the sound of me drinking water. Okay, what is this? ODisGood. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. It's supposed to mean. Okay.
Why not?
Maybe if you're watching ODisGood, you can leave a comment explaining what that means. Like, is that a TV show reference or something? I don't know. Let's see. It's a Chieftain, general rank. Now the question is he gonna rush? I don't know. But more than likely, they're
Leader temple complete. Chieftain here.
making a warehouse first and then a temple.
What?
Ooh.
Now?
Doesn't look like he's rushing. Which means we have a little bit more time on our hands to get things done.
Lead us.
Warehouse and then a temple.
Engines running.
Not sure how that's gonna work out for you.
As you all complete. Yeah, lead us.
But if we hurry, we can make it.
All units. Got it. Rolling out. Point me at him. What?
These things over there. No, I didn't think so. Okay, unlock this. No! Come on! What's going on? Oh no, I thought I was lagging. Okay.
Now, ready to go. I'll do it. Yes. Local units. Warehouse complete. Point me at him. Yeah. All units. Yes. Local units.
Oh, I missed that one, but I'll get the next one on the way.
Of course. Where to? Rolling. Moving.
We got a 2. I want 3. I
Local
want to have 3
units.
here.
Yeah.
3 jackals at this
Time.
reactor. Now I'll upgrade.
Yes. Local units. Of course. Warehouse complete. What do you want? Enemy engagement.
He destroyed my
Research.
thing, but that won't be a problem actually.
Local units. What? Reactor claim. Local units. What now? What do you want? What now? Ready. Local units.
I'm gonna use these jackals to eat these, and then I'll move these jackals back over here
Warehouse
when I'm
complete.
finished.
Yes. Moving. You got it.
Oh, let's go get them.
Fight.
Okay,
What now?
upgrade.
Local units. Reactor claim. Yes.
Yes.
Of course. What do you want? Local units.
Move this jackal back here, back into into safety. There is safety in numbers.
Warehouse upgraded.
Yes. Point me at him. Now.
Warehouse upgraded.
Whoops. Oh, this thing was unlocked the whole time?
Yes,
Okay.
as you wish.
Okay, it doesn't looks like he didn't rush my base.
Ready.
Warehouse upgraded.
Where to?
Local units.
What? Point me at him.
Local units.
Whoa, what is going on here, man? What's he all over these brutes for? What does he need brutes for, man?
Point me at him.
Local units.
Wow, and his chieftain is dead.
Going. Ready.
I'm gonna upgrade my chieftain. Alright, that works.
What do you want? Where to?
Inheritance research.
Ready.
Okay. That works. Why is he making all those brutes? You only need one brute to take over this, and then after that, you don't need any more brutes. Brutes are terrible. If you ever notice, I rarely make brutes. Once every blue moon, it'll happen, but if I do make brutes, it's usually not very many. One brute. If I have to make a brute to take over a secondary reactor or a supply elevator, I make one brute. And only one. You don't need any more than that. Maybe I should upgrade probably upgrade actually. I'm gonna upgrade my jackals one more time.
Yes.
He's coming up with a new chieftain.
Where to? Point
Oh wait, I'm just gonna kite him.
sounds like fun.
Local units. Local units.
Oh, he's gonna kill his own engineers.
On it. Moving.
Alright, his engineers are dying. I don't know what his problem is. I honestly don't know. But
You are victorious.
okay. And he was a general rank. He should have known better. What is he doing? What is he doing? How does he think that a single chieftain can take on 3 or 4 jackals upgraded to beam rifle? How is that? How does he think he can, just because he has 2 engineers? So you think that just because you have 2 engineers, that means you can stand up a single chieftain to a load of a whole army of covered jackals. Jackals that are in cover. Not only are they upgraded, but they're in cover, which means you're not going to be able to get them with a hammer. You're going to have to waste your money on Vortex, which is not going to do very well because they're in cover. So the Vortex ain't going to do not very much. What is all this? He had all these people, but he wasn't sent. Oh my God. There's just so many things I can say about this. Just so many things. Why does he have all of these brutes? Why? How are they going to help you? How are brutes going to help? Brutes aren't going to be able to do anything against jackals, especially jackals that are upgraded with beam rifle and in cover. Why didn't you send the brutes with you? Why didn't you teleport the brutes over to the chieftain? You're going to have the chieftain by himself? Why? How do you think that's a good idea? And why didn't you make any... Oh my god. Why didn't he make any jackals? Why didn't he make something, anything other than brutes? Anything. Brutes are not going to be able to help you in this situation. They're not. Oh my god. Okay. There's just so many things I can say about this. Let's start from the beginning. He started with a warehouse, and then he made a temple. I have always said, throughout all my Halo Wars videos, build the temple first. Build the temple first. I know that there are a couple of people out there who try to disagree. But I've proven this time and time again. If you build the temple... See, some people think that they're being clever by building a warehouse and then a temple because they think that they're getting... The warehouse is bringing in supplies while the temple is being built. Problem is, warehouse doesn't bring enough supplies. It's not upgraded. It's only bringing in supplies at about 1 supply a second. About 1 supply a second. I forgot what the exact numbers were, but it's about 1 supply per second. And the thing is that if you make the temple first, the Chieftain can actually eat the supply crates off of the field way faster than the warehouse can produce supplies. Which means that you can do a whole bunch of stuff early on that you wouldn't have been able to do if you'd built the warehouse first. The Chieftain, when you build the Chieftain, he has a fast enough movement speed that he can run around the map and eat supply crates, and he can eat those supply crates super quickly. Now, if you don't do that and your opponent builds a temple first, what happens is your opponent has that extra amount of time of his leader being on the field more than yours, which means that your opponent's leader is going to get the supply crates that you didn't get, which means you will be minus some supply crates. Your opponent will eat those supply crates off of the map, and you will not, simply because your opponent had more units on the field. He had his scouting unit, and he had his leader. This is, of course, I'm talking about Covenant versus Covenant. When it's Covenant versus Covenant, you want to make sure that you get the supply crates instead of your... Well, I mean, this is any match, not just Covenant versus Covenant. You want to make sure that you eat more supply crates off of the map than your opponent. Because if your opponent gets more, then technically he can be at an advantage. Depending on the situation. Usually he is at the advantage. Covenant versus Covenant, he has the advantage. So, even if you don't think you need those supply crates off of the map in order to do what you need to do, you should still eat them anyway for the purpose of keeping them away from your opponent. Even if you don't think you need them, your opponent does. So, when you make the temple first, that'll give you... That'll leave you with the ability to eat those supply crates a lot faster, rather than waiting to build the temple until there's the second or maybe even the third building. The leader can eat supply crates off of the map way faster than an unupgraded warehouse can produce them. Also, if you plan on the other reason why you should build the temple first is because if you plan on taking over these secondary stuff, like secondary reactors, secondary supply elevators, these things right here, these things can only hold infantry. But you can only build infantry, the fastest you can only build infantry if you either build a hall or a temple. My opponent was making brutes, for example. I don't understand, man. So many things about this game, what my opponent was doing, I simply don't understand. My opponent's intention was to make brutes. But you can only build brutes if you have a temple. Which means that he was postponing his brutes until after he built his temple. He built his warehouse first and his temple second. if he was planning on making as many brutes as possible, the best way to go about that is to build the temple first. You cannot build brutes unless you have at least one. You need at least one tech level, and you get the tech level by building a temple. So if my opponent's plan was to build as many brutes as possible, he could have done that faster if he'd built the temple first. Then he could start building brutes immediately, rather than waiting for after the warehouse finishes, and then after the temple finishes, and then he can start on brutes. There's even more to talk about. I'm still not finished. Okay, now, second of all these brutes that he was building, I honestly don't know. If he wanted to build brutes, he should have built the temple first, but you're supposed to build the temple first anyway, if you're playing as Covenant. But even then, brutes really are not going to be able to help you. Brutes, if you watch my videos, you'll notice that there are occasions where I'm playing on maps in which I need to take over something really quickly. For example, on Blood River. On Blood River, I usually do make a brute so that I can take over one of the supply elevators a little bit quicker, rather than waiting for a hall to build and then making a jackal or a grunt squad. I'll just make a brute and it's faster. But I just make one brute. I don't try to win the game with brutes. There's a number of reasons why I don't make brutes. First of all, their accuracy. Brutes have absolutely terrible accuracy. They almost never hit their target. They can do a lot of damage if they can hit, but even at point blank range, brutes just have a really hard time hitting something. The only way to use brutes effectively is when you have a bunch of brutes together. But individually, the brutes are terrible. The brutes are terrible. They do have quite a bit of HP if you put them inside of cover. The brutes will be awesome, especially when fending off against warthogs. A warthog attempting to kill a brute that's stationed in cover is a futile attempt. Brutes are awesome when they're in cover against warthogs. But I mean, they still have terrible accuracy, but at least they won't die immediately. Brutes are also pretty expensive. They're 150 supplies. They are the most expensive unique unit as far as Covenant goes. They're the most expensive, and yeah, I guess in terms of per hit damage, they do the most damage, but in terms of DPS, damage per second, they're actually kind of in the low range, simply because of the fact that they miss their targets so often. They can do a lot of damage if they can land a hit, but yeah, they don't make very fast. Brutes don't train as fast as the other infantry units do. And the fact that they're pretty expensive, which means early on in the game, you're going to be wasting a lot of your money on brutes. If he wanted to make one brute to take this thing over, I really wouldn't have too much of a problem with that. But all of these brutes is not a good idea. First of all, when you're playing on a map like Blood Gulch that has these secondary reactors and secondary supply elevators, you're going to want to make sure not just to take it over, but you need to make sure it's protected. You need to make sure that your opponent isn't going to take it over after you take it over. Best way to do that if you're a Covenant is with Jackals. Jackals are infantry units. The reason why Jackals are the best for these things is because infantry are the only things that can take these things over. Now, of course, if you're playing, if a Wraith rolls up here, the Jackals aren't going to be able to do anything to the Wraith. But the Wraith can't actually take these things over. The only thing that can take these things over is infantry. So eventually, even if my opponent does send Wraiths or Banshees or something like that, infantry are going to have to waddle up to here at some point, and the Jackals will be able to take care of them. And, of course, you saw what happened to my opponent's Chieftain, because the Chieftain is infantry. And that's another reason why, if it's Covenant versus Covenant, you really do want to do the Jackals as quickly as possible, because all of the infantry units are classified as all of the Covenant leaders are classified as infantry, which means they are more susceptible against anti-infantry units like Jackals, flamethrowers, and you know, flame mortar turrets. Anything that's considered anti-infantry is going to be super effective Pokemon against the Covenant leaders. And that includes the Brute Chieftain. So, that's why I made the Jackal here, but I didn't stop there. I also put Jackals here and here. So when he rolls up here with his Brute and whatever, I was expecting him to be making a haul and making Jackals. I didn't even know he had this thing. This summit. I guess I knew he had the summit after I saw the engineers, but yeah. Okay, so he didn't make Jackals. He should have made Jackals instead of these things. Making one Brute is okay. Not. I wouldn't recommend making Brutes making even one Brute on this map. I would just recommend just doing Jackals. Is the safest way. See, over here, I got one Jackal to take this thing over, but then I got another Jackal here. That way, if he rolls up with infantry of his own, these Jackals can hold their. Doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't mean they're immune from dying, but they have a better chance, and they can stay alive long enough for me to teleport my Chieftain over, run over there, and reinforce them. They can stay alive long enough. Okay, the next thing I got to talk about. He rolled his Chieftain up all alone, without any support from these guys. Why are they standing over here? Why didn't he teleport them in the teleporter? I mean, I understand that if he teleported those Brutes over, they would have gotten sniped by the Jackals. These guys wouldn't have had these Brutes wouldn't have stood a chance against my beam rifle Jackals that are in cover. They wouldn't have stood a chance. But he should have at least tried. I mean, it's bad enough that he has the Brutes, but at least try. I don't know why he didn't teleport them in to help his Chieftain fight. Because his Chieftain really wasn't doing very much at all against these guys. His Chieftain was able to kill one of these things in cover after a very long attempt at vortexing, because the Jackals gain a lot of health from being in cover. So the vortex took quite a while to kill him. I just replaced him with another Jackal. These Jackals got veterancy stars. Why did he send the Chieftain all alone? Didn't he know I had Jackals here? Doesn't he know that the Chieftain that Jackals are super effective against Chieftains? I mean, didn't he know that if he sent his Chieftain all alone, that the Chieftain would have died? Now, what he was probably thinking was that the engineers would keep his Chieftain alive, even though his Chieftain would be under fire from the Jackals. The problem with that is engineers are not perfect. And I actually like that about engineers, because it prevents engineers from being overpowered. Engineers pretty much can only heal stationary targets. If a target is currently moving, engineers have a very difficult time healing it. They can pretty much only heal a target that's standing still. So, all I have to do is keep his Chieftain moving. As long as his Chieftain is currently moving, then his engineers won't be able to heal him. So, that's why I was using my Chieftain to run around instead of using my Chieftain to kill his Chieftain. Trying to get his Chieftain to follow my Chieftain around. Kite him. So that his engineers, not just kite him for two reasons. Number one is so that my engineers will have a longer opportunity to snipe while his Chieftain is distracted. But also because I wanted to break the line of sight between his Chieftain and his engineers. Engineers can pretty much only heal stationary targets. If a target is moving slowly enough, the engineer might be able to heal it, but for the most part, the target needs to be pretty much standing still in order for the engineer to do it. If you upgrade the engineer with the upgrade that increases the engineer's movement speed, they might be able to pull it off with targets that are moving kind of slow. But for the most part, the target needs to be standing still. Otherwise, it'll kind of break the I'll say line of sight, but of the engineers. And the Chieftain is pretty much the worst. Well, either the Chieftain or the Arbiter. It's pretty much the worst leaders to use that strategy on. The Prophet of Regret would actually work better with that strategy, because the Prophet doesn't have to move around in order to attack enemies because he has a gun. The Chieftain is a melee fighter. He has to physically walk over to his target in order to hit it, which means the engineers aren't going to be able to heal him while he's moving. So that's a lot of stuff that went wrong with what he just did. A lot of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, build the temple first. Build the temple first. Maybe I'll play one more. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let's see how long I've been going so far. Maybe one more. I will go one more. And then I'll call it a day. I've done a lot of talking. I did a lot of talking, but... the table of contents are going to be... I didn't even finish the table of contents for my last Halo Wars video. I did about half of it and then just left the rest. At the bottom, in the video description of all my Halo Wars videos, I do a table of contents where I put points of interest, pro tips. I put down the gamer tags of all the people I fight. And I make it really easy. You could just click the timestamp, and it will immediately jump to that point in the video. It's pretty handy. Handy for you, not handy for me. I gotta pretty much watch the entire video and figure out when all the times are, type it in the description. It's a very long, grueling process. Okay. What is this? Fonazo on Tundra. Fonazo. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that.
All units.
Yes. On it.
Okay, I coughed, but I muted the microphone. Let's see what it is. Our Chieftain! General rank. The question is he gonna rush? He probably is. There's been a lot of Chieftain rushes recently. A lot of Chieftain rushes. I have no idea why. I moved my...
Rolling out. Ready to roll.
I ate the wrong supply crates. But hopefully that won't be too bad. I usually eat these supply crates first and then move on to these, but I wasn't paying attention. Hopefully that won't cost me the game. Hopefully it won't.
Ready to roll. What now?
All units.
Got it. Yeah, of course. Moving.
No! Are we freezing? No, please! Oh, dang it.
Local units.
And it's probably going to put me down as resigning, even though I never resigned. Victory. Oh my god. Well, let's see what he was doing. Here's his Chieftain. Didn't really do anything. Doesn't really look like he was rushing. Okay. Yeah. Doesn't really look like he planned on rushing. His Chieftain was just standing there. Okay, we'll play one last game. This game, I promise, will be the last one. No matter what happens, it'll be the last game. I promise. And when a stronghold makes a promise, son, that promise is kept. I promise you I'm not going. That's a line from the movie Disney's Sky High. Have you ever seen that movie? Probably not. Most people have not seen that movie. It's a cool movie, though. Sky High. Okay. Sol X Snipez. Snipez. Okay, on Chasms, one of my favorite maps. Chasms has to be one of my favorite, if not my most favorite map. Kind of a cross between Chasms and Blood River, but Chasms. I love Chasms. It's a very well designed map. Probably one of the best map designs for 1v1s. No, I think actually Tundra has a pretty good one, but what are we doing here? Recruit rank. But it might not be a genuine recruit. There's been some people that have been trying to make like fake account, well, not fake accounts, but like separate, like second accounts, and so that they can get into noob games. And trounce noobs because they have a low rank. Of course. So yeah, that has been going on. What? Let's see.
Warehouse upgraded. On my way. What now? Point me at him.
So far, no sign of any warthogs. But that could just be a trick. Some people are really good at hiding their warthogs. And then all of a sudden I find out they have a whole bunch. Oh, here's some.
Complete.
What now?
Oh, never mind. I don't have to do that anymore. Thank you, imaginary doorman. I'm just kidding. That's actually a line from Jim Gaffigan's King Baby. Okay.
Local units.
You know what? I've always wanted to watch the Jim Gaffigan show on Netflix. I haven't actually seen it. I was planning on seeing it. Never got around to it, but I still want to watch it.
Local units.
What the heck is he doing? Keeps spinning around my base like this.
Local units. Turret complete.
What? What do you want?
Warehouse completed. Turret improved. Turret complete.
Yes?
Okay, let's see these supplies up here.
Warehouse upgraded. All units.
What? Yes?
Oh, right, that works. Okay, I honestly don't know what just happened. Honestly.
Turret complete. Local units.
Yes.
Okay. I had to mute my mic because I, What the heck is this? Is he trying to rush or something? What's going on here?
What? Going.
Enemy engagement.
What?
All units. Local units.
About time.
What the heck?
Local units.
That is weird, I tell you.
Yes. Easy enough.
You are victorious.
Okay. Okay, well, Soul Snipez. I honestly don't know what to say, but I guess he really is a recruit rank. It's not a second account. This is truly a recruit rank. Well, I guess they're a noob, so it's really not that bad. They got room for improvement. Here's the problem. Rushing doesn't pay. I've made multiple videos on this in the past. Of people who have tried to rush me with warthogs. Here's the thing. Yeah. Doesn't work out very much. It doesn't work out very much. I originally thought he was going to just camp outside the front of my base to prevent me from making stuff. That's why I was going to get ready to build the hunters. However, if I had known that he already was making warthogs and was upgrading them, then I would have already built this turret in the front of the base to prevent that from happening. I didn't actually know he had that many warthogs. That's why I didn't build the turret. So he caught me by surprise, but he didn't take advantage of it. If he had taken advantage of the fact that he caught me by surprise, then that would have gone a little bit differently. But I got lucky. Because I wasn't scouting around enough to know that he had, that many warthogs. Which wasn't really just 2 warthogs, but I was still able to get some jackals in these things to prevent infantry from getting in them. Now, these jackals wouldn't be able to hold up against warthogs. But they would have been able to survive long enough for me to be able to get my chieftain over there and reinforce them. That's it. That is quite literally it. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I will do more videos. I do videos every Monday and every Friday. Every Monday and every Friday I have new videos. My next video will be on Monday. It might be Halo Wars, it might be Dark Souls 2. Probably Dark Souls 2. So make sure you click that like button. Please click the like button. Not enough people are liking my videos. Like they put down comments that say that they like the video, but they don't actually click the like button for some reason. Please click the right like button. I need more likes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.